Hey, what's shaking, everybody? And welcome back to Jay Straight Up Reviews and more. All right, today we have the newest Bogasing speaker. This is the G4. Now, if you've seen in the videos I've done in the past, I had the Bogasing M5, which there's the M5. This is a speaker that I like because it's bi-directional, shoots out the front and the back, which I'm really not a fan of. There, to give you a size comparison. So I like that speaker, especially when it's usually under 40 bucks. I think it's right now it's 36 bucks. So it's a really good speaker for such a cheap price. So I was kind of surprised that the new G4 is bigger, or at least that much bigger. I was expecting it to be the size of my old Midola T8, which there's your T8. So it's a little bigger than that still. It's not big, it's still fairly compact. Now the weight, it does weigh 1 pound, 13.5 ounces when I weighed it. And it's a 50-watt speaker. Turn on a little bit of music while I'm talking. Like I said, it's a 50-watt speaker, has two main drivers in the front, two full range drivers, and a racetrack shaped passive radiator in the back. It has a rated 24-hour playtime, but it even says when you get up to like close to max or max volume, that knocks it down to about 6. So with all these speakers, they rate them high at a very low volume. And if you blast them, you're not going to get anywhere close to that. It is IPX7, so you can't get it wet and submerge it for a brief time. Bluetooth 5.3, you can TWS these speakers together, and we will show you that demo a little bit later in the video. And it has 3 different built-in EQs, and luckily it does have lights that tells you what they are. Green being the bass EQ, red vocal, and blue 3D stereo. And I believe right now this is going for around $45. So it's a little bit more expensive than the Bogasing M5, but it is a little bit more powerful, a little bit bigger, and it's what I like more, where you have both the drivers facing you instead of bi-directional. So let's go over the controls real fast. They're kind of braille buttons. You can't hardly see them very well, but there's your power button. That is also multifunction. You can take and receive calls, call back the last one, just to kind of like Morse code, just depends on how many times you tap it. Your mode button, and you can do TWS also with the power button. Then you have your play pause, and then your plus and minus, backtrack, forward track if you hold them, or your volume. And it does have some little lights, 4 little lights there for your battery indicator. That's nice. And I don't know if you can see it. It's shining blue right now to tell you what EQ you're in. And you can probably see that there's 2 drivers here. And on the back there's a racetrack shaped passive radiator. Behind the flap you got your USB-Cs, what this charges with, a micro SD card slot, and a 3.5mm jack. So you can play music off of those. And it's got like these kind of like Allen screws that are all screwed around the outside of it, front and back. It has some very small little rubber nipples almost sticking up. And the whole cabinet of this is kind of a rubbery plastic. I like that. Kind of a rubberized feel, so it doesn't feel so cheap. But the grills on the front and back are metal. So I'm sure if you jab that with something pretty hard, you're going to dent it. So anyway, there you go. That's the overview of the speaker controls, features. So now let's back up the camera, see what this baby sounds like. All right. So to change the EQs, you tap the power button. The power button does several different functions, but you tap it one time quickly to change through the EQ modes. So we're going to start this in the red EQ, which red is vocal EQ. So we'll start this at 33%. Put your headphones on if you have them. Here we go. Green, that's bass. Blue 3D. Change track. Go up to 47%. Red vocal. Green bass. Go up to 60%. Change track. Still 60%. Blue. 3D. Red vocal. Green bass. Go up to 80%. Change track. Still 80%. This is the green bass EQ. Blue 3D. Red vocal. I kind of like the 3D one. I'm going to go back to that. That's bass. 3D. Change track. 100% max volume. 3D EQ. Change track.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Red vocal. Green bass. Down to 60%. All right, now let's do a TWS demo with 2 speakers. All right, so before we start playing some music, I'm going to do a stereo separation check to make sure these are actually operating in stereo. Here we go. You'll watch the little slider in the middle move. It's going left. Left speaker. Both. Okay. So you are in fact getting stereo separation with these speakers, left channel, right channel. All right, so we're going to start off at 67%, and this will be in the green EQ, and the green EQ is bass. Here we go. Blue 3D. Red vocal. Green bass. Go up to 80%. Go up to 100%. I don't know if you noticed, but the right speaker is creeping back. It's on that foam, but the speaker is actually moving backwards. Okay, here we go. Down to 60. 40. So yeah, I had enough. I don't know why that one's moving than the left one. I think the left one's up against that light. It's kind of keeping it from moving a little bit. So these things may, if you put them on a shelf or something, they might start getting a little hot stepper-esque if you're cranking them up. But let me know what you guys say in the comments below. I think this is a good speaker for the price, especially. You keep that around $45. It'll probably be on sale for around $40. So it's got a decent amount of output. The bass is okay. The bass isn't gonna, you're not gonna get great bass out of something with two small drivers and a passive radiator. But the bass is respectable for its size. You have 3 different EQs, so you can kind of choose what sounds best to you. I kind of like the 3D EQ, but when you get up to higher volumes, the upper mids and stuff can start getting a little bit shrill, little on the shrill side, but you have 2 other EQs to pick from. So with that being said, we're gonna have to rate this. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be an ace, the best, or 2 is the absolute worst? Joker is terrible, worse than worse. So what do we got? So Master Mordo and I have discussed it, and we give this speaker a 10. A 10 is a very good score. All things considered, like I said, for the size of this speaker, what it can do, it really helps this speaker a lot if you put it next to a wall to reinforce the bass. So we just had it sitting out in the open as it is. But yeah, if you put it next to a wall, close to a wall where that passive radiator can reflect off of that, it gives it a little more body to the sound still yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below on this one. I think this was definitely be worth a purchase, and I will put a link in the description so you can check it out if you want to purchase one. It helps the channel because I am an Amazon associate. I get a little bit of a kickback on that, so it would help out. I think you'll be satisfied with this speaker for a handheld speaker, and I'll probably put this up against some other ones in the near future that are in that price range, and we'll see exactly how it shakes out, but I think it'll fare very well. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Do it today. Costs you nothing, and I guarantee this channel is always worth every bit of nothing. We'll catch you guys at the next one. That's a wrap.